How do I even set this up? Why is it so slow? Okay, no. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. Wow, that was really up close and personal. For a lot of the people watching this is actually probably the first time that anyone has ever heard my voice, which is insane to think about because I've been posting on TikTok and Instagram since I was like 14 and now I'm almost 18. And I feel like that's a really long time for people to not have heard my voice. So yeah, now I'm doing it. Here we are. So for this video, I thought I'd just be kind of like introducing myself, like who I am, and answering like questions about my life that I feel like people would like want to know, like, you know, school, my family, my friends, where I live, like just kind of stuff like that that people kind of want to know about you as a person. So here we are. So originally I was just gonna kick this channel straight off with a vlog, but I thought that I'd do like a little something just to introduce myself and who I am, because I feel like on my TikTok I haven't really done that a lot because I did start it when I was so young. So this is just gonna be a little introduction to like my family, like school life, like just who I am before we kind of dive into the deep end. So the first hypothetical question I have is like, do I still go to school and what classes do I take? So short answer, yes, I still go to school, unfortunately. For those who don't know, in Australia, you can actually drop out in year 10 if you have like a full-time job or you're getting a trade, which is really like popular for people in Australia because I live in a rural area, so a lot of people drop out and get trades. But I am still in school, unfortunately. I take ATAR subjects and I take 5 of them. ATAR is kind of the equivalent to like GCSE, A levels, or like AP classes, I think. It's just like, so you take all these classes and then depending on how well you do in the classes, you get a score at the end of the year that will like determine how you get into like university and stuff. You don't have to do it, but a lot of people do choose to do it. So for those classes, I do psychology, English literature, modern history, and economics. I don't do any maths, which shocks a lot of people, but I really hate maths. Like I hate maths and I'm so bad at it. And economics is like, it's maths, but it's not like too much maths, if you know what I mean. Like I can still get away with doing English. But those of you who don't know my level in school, I'm in grade 12, which in Australia is a senior, so that's our final year of school. So it's a lot, and we only have like 3 terms of school. So we do term 1, 2, 3, and then we go back and we graduate, and then we leave and we do our exams, which I feel like defeats the purpose of graduation because we're not really graduating from anything. We have to go back, but after our exams are done, that's when we're officially finished school, and I think that's about November, and we graduate in October. So timeline's a bit mixed up, but I am a senior. Next hypothetical question is, where do I live? I'm obviously not going to share the exact location of where I live, but I am from West Australia. So I live kind of, I'm regional based, so I'm like down, like kind of to the south end. I live in like a small town. I wouldn't say it's like a super small town, it's not super rural, like I don't live in the country, I live like in the suburbs. But the nearest city is about 3 hours away, which is a fair drive and it is an effort, and I will have to move to the city for university, which will be an effort. Third hypothetical is, do I have siblings? Short answer, yes. So I have one full sister who is my younger sister. Her name's Brady. And I also have an older sister who is much older than me. She's 10 years older than me, and she's my half sister. But she never really lived with us, so I think that in my household I would consider myself the oldest, even though I do have an older half sister. I only just noticed how much I squint when I speak. So the next question is, favorite movies, books, TV shows? This is a really hard question that I've given myself because I watch so many movies and I watch so much TV. It's actually really bad, and I do read a lot of books because I take English and English literature. I do a lot of reading. So basically I would say my top 5 for each. Movies, I go Silence of the Lambs, Lady Bird. That's actually what's on my leavers jacket. I have Lady Bird. Silence of the Lambs, Lady Bird, Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is hard. Saw. I love the Saw movies. I love the whole Saw franchise. Don't ask me why, I just do. it's a weird thing that I have, but I like love the entire franchise and I just think it's so last. I think probably Shawshank Redemption. I love that movie. These are all pretty basic, but I do love them all. Books, I'd have to say, this is also hard. I think Percy Jackson, like the whole series, Percy Jackson Heroes of Olympus is my top, because I've read all of them. I've loved them since I was a kid and they're so nostalgic for me. Percy Jackson, the Six of Crows, like the Grishaverse series, I love all those books. If We Were Villains, ML Rio, I loved that book. I loved it. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. That was a hard read for me, but I really did love it. And The Outsider by Albert Camus. I just recently finished that and I reckon it's probably one of my favorites. Like I really did enjoy that, which I thought was funny because I read it in school and I don't usually enjoy books I read in school. But anyway, it was good. It was good and you should read it. TV shows. This is going to be like really out of pocket. So my top TV show is definitely Criminal Minds. I love Criminal Minds. Then probably... Actually, let me look at my Netflix. Okay, so Criminal Minds, Heartbreak High, House. I love House. I've seen all the seasons, everything. What else do we have? Derry Girls. I love Derry Girls. I've always loved Derry Girls. I say Big Mouth, like the cartoon. I don't know why, but that's just always been my like comfort show. Obviously since I was like 15 because it is R-rated, but like it's always been my comfort show. I don't know why. And like Jessie Glazer, I feel like she's just so like, she's so likable and she's so me. It's just like a comfort show. My camera keeps falling because it's resting on my teddy bear. The next hypothetical question I have is like my hobbies, interests, what I do in my spare time. This is kind of a hard question because I feel like I have a lot of them. So I do play guitar and I've played guitar since I was about, I want to say 11. So I've played for a really long time and I actually have 3 guitars. So I have 2 acoustics and 1 electric. I draw. I'm not very good, but it is fun. I'm not very good, but I just like have a little sketchbook that I sometimes doodle in. I can only really draw people. I can't really draw animals or pretty much anything else, but like I mentioned before, I do read quite a lot. I enjoy reading. Right now I'm reading The Earth Takes a Holiday by Sean McCliff. I bought it at Readers and Writers Festival that I went to with my aunt, which was actually really good. And I met him, so I bought his book. And it's really good so far. Next question is my top 5 musicians. I feel like this is a hard one for me because I listen to a lot of music, but if I had to rank them of like recently, like right now, I'd probably go... So Noel Khan, Taylor Swift, classic, David Bowie. I love David Bowie. He's so like dear to me. Who else do I listen to? Clairo. So niche, so like underground, I know. Oh, as of right now, Olivia Rodrigo, probably my last one, just because I really liked her new album and I have been listening to it a lot. So those are probably my top 5 as of right now. Okay, so I'm like out of ideas, but I just googled like questions to ask someone to get to know them better, and some of these are so weird that I have to like say them. Do you like monsoons? What is a monsoon? Where do you shop for groceries? How is your relationship with your family? Jeez, it's pretty deep. Do you like soft toys? Do you know how to drive? What position do you sleep in? These are like some serial killer questions. Okay, now that side tangent is over, I would like to acknowledge the time that my hair is in fact greasy, and I know that it's greasy. Please don't point it out. I know it's hair wash day, leave me alone. The next question that I did in fact find on this website is like, are you a type A or a type B person? I think I'm actually a mixture of both. I would definitely say that I lean more into the type A category, just because I do like things to be clean, organized. I love a good plan. I hate when things don't go to my plan, and I hate when people are late. That is my pet peeve. If I can tell you one thing about me, is that I hate people who don't have time management. Like I can't with like being late, not being ready for something when it's time to leave. Like I don't know why, but it just like irritates me at the very like forefront of my being. Oh, this is actually a pretty good one. Do you have pets? Yes, I have a few pets, actually. Why am I never looking at the camera? So I have 2 dogs. Bambi, who is a cavoodle, she's a puppy, and then Buddy, who's a golden retriever cross Labrador, who is quite an old dog now. I think he's about 9, 10. We've had him for a really long time, and we also have a cat named Mouse. He's an asshole. I don't know why, but he just like scratches everyone. He's like my baby though. Like, he's my cat. He's like sleeps on my bed with me, but he is a total asshole. Like, he's so mean to everyone who isn't me. This one also isn't too bad. My favorite season. A lot of you who watch my TikTok probably know this. My favorite seasons are definitely autumn/winter, but because I live in WA, it is like hot as all hell here until like, I don't know, maybe June, like, which is the month it is now. It's winter in Australia, and like it's still sunny. It's still like 20 odd degrees, which irritates me. Next question that I didn't get from the website, and I thought of it with my own brain. Have I ever traveled before? Yes, I have traveled quite a bit in my life for someone who is only 17. So in January, if you follow me on TikTok, you'd know this, but in January, I actually went to Japan on a trip with my school, which was really awesome, like, because I've never been skiing or anything before, but that was so much fun. And it also just blew my mind that like I was on a school trip in another country. Like, how lucky, how privileged is that? Like, it was amazing. When I was 14, I actually went on a trip to Europe with my aunt. So I did London, Paris, Italy. In Italy I did Rome, and I think we only went to Rome actually. I can't remember. And then we did Greece as well. So we did Santorini, we did Thessaloniki, we did Athens, which was actually really nice. I liked Greece. And we did Switzerland as well. And I loved Switzerland. It was super green, very luscious. We went up to the Alps, which was the first time that I ever saw snow. So that was really nice. I feel like I've talked enough for the next like 3 months. So I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow along for my life, vlogs, hauls, and just kind of anything I feel like posting will be on this channel. Bye guys!